Hi, I'm James Shiplet, and this is the final presentation for the HPT 450-10 course at Tarleton State University for Dr. Anthony Edwards. And today I'm with Dr. Sharon Malone, who's an emergency medicine physician, and I'll be interviewing her today. So Dr. Malone, tell us a little bit about your education background and how you got into being an emergency medicine physician.
Well, I'd love to. Thanks, James, for having me today. I really came to medicine from an unusual route in that I didn't go straight through high school, through college, and then into medical school. I went to work for a major firm in Dallas, Texas Instruments, and through that activity with TI, I got involved in an engineering development program, and the engineering development program allowed me to successfully conclude a degree in electrical engineering from Southern Methodist University. After that, I still had that love for medicine, always wanted to do emergency medicine since the beginning. I don't know what attracts me to emergency medicine except to say that I like taking care of very acute problems and doing it well and then moving on to the next acute problem.
So I understand that you went to medical school here in Texas, is that correct?
I did. I went to University of Texas Medical Branch at Galveston, and that was a great experience. It was a very big personal experience because I'm married, still am married, thank goodness through all that, but my husband stayed in Plano and continued his work at his job, and I moved to Galveston for 4 years, so it's a very interesting experience of learning as an adult learner, going through medical school on your own, essentially being actually it was 323 miles door to door, but that was a very big experience. I learned a lot there and I did very well, and I was selected for residency at Wright State University, which is an integrated civilian and military program for emergency medicine. So I rotated through Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, got to see a lot of different pathology there, and then came back to Texas after finishing that medical degree there.
So as an emergency medicine physician, I know that you've worked in several emergency departments in the area, and you are an excellent teacher because you have taught me a lot. But one of the things that I want to ask you is essentially what is your role as an emergency medicine physician in the emergency department compared to the other folks there?
Well, I'm going to answer your question by saying something that I learned while I was in medical school, actually. You know, MD means make decision. And as the physician in the emergency department, that's my job. I make decisions. I look at people and I very quickly determine if they're sick or not sick, and then I work very diligently to find out what is the problem, what's the immediate life threat, what's the extended life threat, and I approach everything almost simultaneously. So that's a very challenging thing because you're dealing with the patients, the families, you're dealing with nursing staff, you're dealing with other physicians that are literally the experts in their field, pulmonologists, nephrologists. So you integrate a lot of information about someone you don't know who is very critically ill in a very short period of time. That's my job.
Well, it sounds like a very rewarding job. I know my career as a paramedic is a little different than an emergency medicine physician. Yes, I have to make decisions, but ultimately we're working under a physician's license. And so I know it's very different what you do in the emergency department than what a paramedic would do out into the field. One of the things that I think I've learned from you and from this interview is that it is very different, and sometimes paramedics think that they have really done everything for their patient that they could, and then sometimes the physician has to remind them of different things, different avenues that they could have gone down to treat their patient. And so that's one of the things that I think that I have learned. I had a chance several years ago to actually have my way paid through a 4-year university as a pre-med student, and my way was paid to go to medical school had I chose to go that route. And to be quite honest, I didn't think I had the smarts to do that. And so I really do look up to you as a physician and as a mentor. So I thank you for interviewing with me today.
You're welcome, James. I've had a great relationship with you. You've taught me a lot of things that I didn't know, and I think my involvement with EMS has broadened my experience, and I think it even affected my compassion a little, and it's given me a different insight into care of the patient even before I see them. So it's been very rewarding, and it's been a great pleasure and a great honor to work with you at Collin College as well.
Well, thank you, Dr. Malone.
You're welcome. Thanks.